Hello, welcome to another episode of This, That, and the Other. And today I'm going to be discussing the chronological list of all the Hess trucks that came out from 1964 to the present time. I can't show you every one of them because I don't have every one of them that was made. I have the Hess trucks probably from the year 1986 all the way to the present. That's when I started buying them, and the first one I got was a replica of what was called first Hess truck, first real one, replica of the first real Hess truck that came around delivering gas to stations. I'm going to look up information on them. I'm not going to show you images of each one of them, but you want to know, you can always go online and look up what the various Hess trucks throughout the year looked like. And the first year that the Hess truck came out was 1964. I'll go ahead and show some images. 1964, the tanker trailer. First one came out both the year, I guess it released both the years 1964 and 1965, but there was a funnel that came with it, and water could be put into the tank of the truck with the funnel. I don't know how all that worked out doing that, but they all have come with like working lights and stuff, and the first one, it is included. All of them had like lights lit up, and I wouldn't recommend now, if you actually got a hold of a 1964 model, to put water in it. Those 64s, what I've seen on eBay, or one in mint condition, is selling for as much as $3,000. 1966, the most coveted one, came out, the Hess ship, the tanker ship. And what I was reading, that could be put in the bathtub, used on water, and had various lights on the ship that lit up. Like I said, if a person gets a hold of one in pristine condition, I would not recommend putting it in water. I imagine it would do more harm than good doing something like that. Here's a one from 1967. And then the next one is from 1968 to 69, which really, I don't see a whole lot of a difference between them. It's of the 1967 tanker truck, include a red velvet display case instead of a box bottom. Interesting. 68, 69, same truck was released those 2 years. It said most of the 1969 trucks were stamped with the office being in Woodbridge, New Jersey, instead of Perth Amboy, making 1969 trucks more valuable. 1970 to 1971, a fire truck. 1972 to 1974, this truck. It says that the 1962 truck was slightly restyled from the 68-69 model. 1964 tanker truck marked the 10th anniversary of the Hess toy truck, and the same model as the 1972 release, with the exception of a caution label on the box stating that there were small parts. Child safety law was passed in 1973, which regulated any toy with small pieces had to have a label. Also in 1974, there were leftover 1970 trucks, and they put labels on them and resold them. Kind of interesting. So it looks like in the beginning they were just re-releasing the same trucks like 2 years in a row. All right, this one is 1975. And this one is 1976, the bicentennial year. All right, the 1975 models had solid green barrels. 1976 had barrels with a Hess logo on. I did notice a difference between those two. Also, the 75 truck had a USA prototype like the 1970. And here's a truck from 1977 and 1978, both similar looking. I'm going to see if I can find out what the difference was between those two trucks. You got 77 fuel oil tanker, 78 fuel oil tanker, slightly different adhesive sticker design on the back in the 78 one. $1980 Hess RV. 82 to 83, the first Hess truck. It's a bank. They call the 1980 model the training van. They were intended to come out in 1978, but were canceled for that year. Didn't have one for 1981. 82 and 83, first Hess truck since 1983. It's had a black switch on the bottom. It says some 1983s had a black switch on the bottom. I guess that was the only difference between those two. 1984, similar to some of the ones before. And 1985, first Hess truck. That's the one that I first bought. So I guess 1985 was the first year that I bought the Hess truck. And it says for 1984 fuel oil tanker with banks, this marked the 20th anniversary of the Hess toy truck. 1985, first Hess truck bank. 1986, a Hess fire truck. I remember that long ladder. 1987, Hess truck with oil barrels. The word Hess on them, green barrels. 1986, it's called the red fire truck. And 1987, they call it the truck with barrels. All right, 1988. This was a truck that delivered the Hess race car. First time Hess had two in one. And 1989, a white Hess fire truck with a red ladder. 1988, they call it the truck with racer. 1989, white fire truck, similar to 1986 red fire truck. Final model to include a built-in coin bank. The 1990 Hess truck. And 1991, another Hess truck with a race car. 1990, Hess tanker truck, last annual holiday tanker truck to be released. Tanker truck releases after 1990 have either been miniatures or commemorative edition models. Yes, they're during the summer they do issue smaller versions of the original Hess trucks. They'll sell maybe like 4 of them each year. I've never bought any. I'm not interested in the miniature versions. And 1991 truck with racer, same as 1988 truck with racer, but a little different. 1992, got another Hess truck, 18-wheeler with a race car. 1994, a Hess police car. Correction, 1993. That's 1992. It says 18-wheeler and racer. 1993, patrol car. First toy car made by Hess. 1994, rescue truck. 1995, a Hess truck hauling a helicopter. And for 1994, it says rescue truck marked the 30th anniversary of the Hess toy truck. 1995, truck with helicopter. 1996, rescue truck. 1997, a Hess truck hauling, this time, 2 race cars. And by the way, these smaller ones did have lights that worked as well. 1994, it says emergency truck. 1996, it says emergency truck. 1997, truck with racers. Space shuttle. And it says for 1999 or 1998, RV with motorcycle and sand buggy. 1999, truck and space shuttle. I think I'm going to have to do a part 2 on this one. This is taking a lot longer than I thought it was going to. I've gotten through all the way from to 1999. I'm going to go into the 2000s, but you're talking about 25 more years of Hess trucks. So I'll go over them as well. So there'll be a part 2. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching.